Tell me the question.
Sir, అదే పదవి ధాతు అనిత్యం విపరిణామి అన్యత భావన. In that, the five things comes. Six things actually. Akasha dhatu and also consciousness.
Hmm.
In that also we contemplate like that, sir. In 10 discourses we can take anyone and practice.
You can take whichever you are comfortable. If you, for doing that, you need to have mastery over Dhatu Vibhanga Sutta or Dhatu Vibhanga. Before you come into Vibhanga, Vibhanga is to divide, Vibhajan, to separate. So before you do that, golden rule, don't forget it. Number one, your Sila should be not broken. Not Shila as 5 Shila or 8 Shila. Shila as in 10 immoral deeds. Okay. If by chance you have to make a note and work it out on that. So the best process which has worked for me is, as soon as I do something wrong, I will make a note. Okay. To cite an example, okay, which has happened. Bobby is here, so that's the reason I'm taking this. The day before yesterday, Shaniel was not there. So I joined their Australian thing. So I was telling to Merin and Bobby and everyone that initially when we started, when I started, I and Shaniel had just a casual discussion wherein he was talking about this, what is that? The mind illuminated. And we were discussing, and since everybody would be joining, and then I was saying, we both had a discussion that I said, you can go ahead and do whatever makes them working or happening. So you don't have to go by the sutta. But I did not remember at that moment whether we exactly spoke those in that same verbatim or the same thing or not. And Merin asked me, did you both have a discussion? And I said yes. Now I'm not too sure that we exactly had these words in each one of these places. So I felt little bit uncomfortable, even though I know I have spoken, but not in this way. So if it becomes like lie, no, it is not a lie, but it becomes slightly distorting. So I made a note that next time I need to be careful. Okay. This is very trivial. Actually, I have no problem in Shaniel doing whatever he's doing. He's doing a wonderful job. But then the question what she asked made me say yes. So was it wrong? I don't know. Was it right? I don't know. So then what I should do? Make a note. I made a note that it might be a lie. I'm not too sure whether we correctly, in Shaniel is here anyway. So it's not too sure that whether this thing happened completely in this way. Why am I concerned? Because it blocks my progress. It's very trivial. There's nothing. Actually, I know that we have spoken, but not in this way. But still, I had a doubt whether we spoke in this way. So instead of running around with it, okay, what I did is I wrote it down that this happened. I remember this happened. I just remember. Sati. Then I forgave myself. Oh, let me relax even more when I want to speak. Why I need to do this? Because if I want to enter into Nirodha Samapati, it will not happen. No matter how much I try, it's not going to happen. Even 8 jhana is not happening. Because the mind is disturbed. It is in remorse. Okay, it's in guilt feeling. Oh, I shouldn't have said this. Okay, so we need to be very careful in all the 10. Okay, so the basic thing is if I want to start on Vibhanga division, I will not be able to see the Patavi Dhatu, Apo Dhatu, Tejo Dhatu, Vayu Dhatu, Akasha Dhatu, Vinyana Dhatu, unless the mind is stilled. And for stilling the mind, you need to get into jhana. You need to master 3 jhanas minimum to get into Vibhanga. It's not possible without that. It's just like somebody taking some raw thing and believing that he will do something. It's impossible. So even though I want to see anicca nature or viparinami nature, anyatha bhavi in that, the first and foremost thing is savitakka savichara piti sukha has to be there. That means on my breath, I need to have a complete mastery. Okay. Without that, it's just not possible to get into vipassana. It's not possible. Even if you see Goenka technique, the first 3.5 days is only on watching the breath. He doesn't give you vipassana on the first day. He'll give it to you on the fourth day. Right? So why it is done that way? Because there should be a level of calmness, samatha, before you can attempt to watch the dhatu. How will you watch the dhatu? Let's say I just come from that room, I'll come here and I start imagining this is Patavi dhatu, this is Apo dhatu. It will not work. I know intellectually it is working, but that aha moment will not come. You got the point, Venugopal?
Yes.
That 10 things what I've given you, or that day when we spoke, is you are going around over it. If you had got it, you will not get into the same thing. You've not got it, so you want to get it. The more you do that, the more restlessness is going to be. So 5 nivaranas or obstacles. First is restlessness you've got now. It will create doubt whether you're doing it right, whether it is why I'm not getting, and blah blah, all that will happen. Then you will get into vyapada. So worst thing is to have to hate something. So you get vyapada. Then you get sluggishness of mind. You feel, I don't know why it's not working. So you feel like giving up. So that's midha, sorry, thinner. And body sluggishness will happen. So that is midha. And then that gives you kamachanda. So now you have all the 5 nivarnas intact, meaning all the obstacles are intact. You cannot attempt vipassana at all with these 5 hindrances. So no matter how much you try to see the viparinami, anyatha bhavi, and this and that, it's not going to work. So the first thing, that's the reason I took this Ratavinita Sutta, to make everybody realize how to work it out, is first you need to have impeccable, stainless Shila Vishuddhi. Like what I told to Merin might be true, but still I have made a note of it. It's for my review. And I'm saying it openly when all of you are sitting and Shaniel is there and Bobby is also there. So I'm just making a note. It might have happened. I'm not saying it didn't happen. But did it happen in exactly the same thing? I don't know. Now, why I can't be careful? I never had an intent to tell lies. I never had. But still, it's a blocker. Just made a note. So I put day before yesterday's date and I have marked it. It's a not a red thing, but let's say it's an amber thing. It's not green anyway. So amber. What I need to do, I have done this. So I have confessed, right? And when Shaniel is here, I am telling in front of him. So there's nothing hiding. And Bobby is also there. That relieves. Okay. Maybe I might be wrong. Accepted. Then I made a note and I've forgiven myself for whatever happened. There's no point in feeling remorse about it. Kukucha. Oh, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm going to be very frank and honest that look, during your absence, I said this. Fair. But I need to have courage to do that. That's secondary. But I have. So, take. If I do like that, it never stops. So I was just waiting for Shaniel to arrive so that I can bring this up, because this whole thing will not work if we have even a smallest of sinful act. It will not work. Because Vipassana is you're going deep down. It's not intellectual Vipassana. Intellectually, I can be learning, reading, doing all of that. That doesn't help. Let's say if I'm upset with my wife, it will not work. I'm telling you, it will not work. I might have valid reason why I'm upset with my wife or my son or neighbor or a dog or a cat or whatever it is. It will not work. No matter where I go, it doesn't work. So you have to see whether I'm upset, vyapada, whether I'm feeling, oh, he has it, I don't have it, abhijja. You have michaditti, wrong view, the 10 wrong views. Natti dinam, natti itam, natti hutam, like that. Okay. Then if I have the musava, the pisunavacha, parusavacha, sampapalapa. Okay. I need to check, Venugopal, all the time I need to check. It's impossible. If I am slandering, if I am saying something against someone, done. It's not going to work. Whatever was working also will stop. So now till I remove it, it's not going to work. It's going to be a lot of problem. Not going to work. So I need to be careful. I need to be observant. So when Merin asked me, I was little slacking. So I'm not too sure. I'm confessing. What it does, it relieves you. So Shaniel, if he has a concern, he can talk. He can say, how did you say this? And then I can say, I apologize. That's it. So done. And then you're relieved from that remorse feeling. Ukucha. Otherwise, you have restlessness, which is udacha. Okay. And then thinamida. So all that will come again. So unless we reach the final destination, it's going to be like this. So take it with a pinch of salt that every day when we start, you need to verify all the 10 of them. Just like you sit in the car, you first check whether you have fuel, you have this, you have that, and everything is working, and we switch on the car, either pressing it or whatever it is, and you see whether everything is fine. All the radials are showing what it should show, and then you drive. Otherwise, you can't drive the car. Same way, now let's assume that you've done that, like what I just now did with Shaniel and Bobby. Now I'm free of that. First, what is Pathavi? You cannot see Pathavi, but you can know the quality of Pathavi. That's hardness and softness and lightness and heaviness, smoothness and roughness. This is what Pathavi is going to be. But nobody can see Pathavi as a Mahadhatu or Mahabhuta. Not possible. So you can infer this is Pathavi Dhatu. Now, when I see a like Venugopal sitting here, the Venugopal face is skull, right? So it's Pathavi Dhatu. I don't have to touch you and feel that, oh, it's hard or soft or whatever it is. I know that if there is an object It's made out of Patavi. This object is made out of Patavi. This object is made out of Patavi. Right? So it's what can be tangible, can be touched like this. It's tangibility. So anything that is tangible is Patavi Dhatu. Let's take that. Then anything that is moving, watery, is Apo Dhatu. Anything that is filled with air, what we call airiness, inside or outside, is Vayu Dhatu. Anything that is heat and cold is Tejo Dhatu. And that which occupies space, which occupies, is Akasha Dhatu. And that which knows all of this is Vijnana Dhatu. Right? Have you taught eyes how to see? Just use some common sense and see whether have you taught eyes to see. No, it knows to see. It knows to hear. It knows to smell. It knows to taste. It knows to touch. You didn't teach it. It knows it. The knower is Vijnana. Right? So we don't have to memorize. We just have to see. So this third one, Dhitti, Vishuddhi, is a stage when these two stages are very strong. So you have a Sila, which is pretty strong, and then you have Chitta, which is not shaking. Now you are moving out of this into the Dhitti Vishuddhi. Dhitti, one level of Dhitti is being in Sotapanna. That's fine. But then you have to go deeper and deeper and deeper till you clear out everything. The self view in the end, which is witness consciousness, is also a Dhitti. So that will go at Arhat. So my Dhitti Vishuddhi is a track which I need to be working. So what I do, I first, can I see Shaniel and Ashwin and Aryu and you and Veena on videos as 6 dhatu? Can I do that? I will not be able to do it if either the Sila Visuddhi has not happened and the Chitta Visuddhi has not happened. That means if I have not entered into 3 of the 4 jhanas, or my Sila itself is so bad, I can say, yeah, once in a while, you know what, I get upset. Once in a while, I tell lies. Once in a while, I slander. Once in a while, and once in a while. Lost game. Not going to work. No matter, I might write books on Majjhima Nikaya, Sanyukta Nikaya, Kuddaka Nikaya, this Nikaya, and all that. That's got nothing to do with it. But I have no experience. If somebody asks me, Vilas, have you experienced it yourself? I can't tell lies, right? That's the whole thing. Now, again, if I tell lies saying that, yeah, I've experienced, I've not experienced, again, I'm in the same loop. Right? So, if somebody asks, have you really experienced this? Like yesterday, sorry, not yesterday, 3 days ago, one person by name Yogesh, he stays in Bangalore. So, he attends the Hindi session, and he, in one of my talk, I've spoken about the company where I was working, and he stays in Whitefield. So he said, Vilas ji, I want to meet you. I will come to the metro station. So we both went on lunch. Okay. After explaining him on the jhanas, he asked me one strange question. Very intriguing question. Very nice question. He asked me this. Have you really experienced all of this, or you're telling it from reading? I said to him, I have experience. Why? No, I'm just asking you. Okay. And I gave him even more detail, which is not there in any book anyway. So then he was saying, yeah, 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 I understand and all of that. His question is very simple. Okay. His question is how to let go. That's the ultimate thing, right? So I told him you are looking at how to be an arhat. So my question is, have you been a sotapanna or have you been a anagami? And then I can tell you how to let go. No, no, no. Tell me how to let go. So I was explaining to him and he was getting worked up. And then he asked me, I answered him in a different way and he said, are you really reading it from the book or are you saying to me out of your experience? I said, I'm saying from experience, but letting go is a process. It's not you just do something and you let go. Not going to happen. Anyway, coming back to this, can I tell lies? When he has asked this question, I can't say. So I need to be careful. It's better to say, I don't know if I don't know. If I know, better to say, I know. So, like that. So, if I want to do this Ditti Visuddhi, my other two should be pretty strong. Otherwise, I'll end up reading and going here, going there, doing this, doing that is not going to work because my basic is not met. I might be going here, there, to this place, this bhante, that house, this house, meet this person, that person. That's not going to change anything. So my basic qualification is not there. So I need to be basically qualified. So the two qualification, one is the Sila Visuddhi, one is the Chitta Visuddhi. That will give me the discursive power. This is called discursion, meaning you can now cut off everything and see what's there inside. Let's say I want to understand Venugopal. Excellent. Venugopal consists of eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. So now I know that there's no Venugopal. For experience, I'm telling you, not as saying as saying. So when you come to my home, can I see you in this six? Yes, six ayatanas. Can I see you as Patvi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akash, and Vinyana? Yes, why not? Now, when I do that, the Vedana will not be there. What Vedana? There's no Sukha Vedana of meeting you. There is no Dukkha Vedana of meeting you. There is no Adhakva Sukha Vedana. That means my mind is in Upekha, equanimity. Why? There's no Venugopal. Like Veena was there a couple of days ago. If I really see, I didn't meet Veena. But I put a sticker called as Veena. Let's say. And a few days ago, I met Mrityunjay. So all these are stickers. But did I really meet that person? No. All that I met was Patvi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, Akasha, Vinya. Right? When I do this, can I not see anicca nature in that? Absolutely. Why not? Take your, when you were a child, photograph, which we also spoke when we went to that Mahabodhi. Take a photograph of yours and verify. The Patvi has changed, Apo has changed, Vayu has changed, Akash has changed, everything has changed. And even in fact, I asked your sister, can she fit into a school dress? Can you not see anicca nature in that? It arose and went away. So if it is true, then isn't it not viparinami? What more is viparinami? Parinami means as expected result. Isn't it unexpected that you can't fit into it because it's already passed away? So when we say death, it's passing away, right? So each day passing away, are we not going towards death? Can't we not see it? When I see it, it becomes viparinami, ceasing, or it is decaying, or it is jara in Pali. Best word to use, jara. Then anyatha bhavi. First you should know what is yatha bhavi. Yatha, permanently fixed structure, right? It's completely fixed. Nothing is going to change. So what our parents do is to name us as fixed. So when the baby was born, meaning when the baby was removed from the womb, going to the tomb, now they named it as Vilas. And when the baby is called Vilas and Vilas and Vilas and Vilas and Vilas continuously, the baby took Vilas to be a fixed entity, right? Even though the body of Vilas went on changing, even though the mental state went on changing from what it was playing as a child is no longer playing as a teenager, and what it was playing as a teenager was not playing as a youth, and what was playing as a youth was not playing as a middle-aged person. The toys are different, but everything is different. Isn't it that we can see anyatha? Yatha means the same toy. No, it's a different toys. Right? When my son was born, that was a toy for both of us. Now, can I now take this 5 feet 3 inches child and hold him like this, and his body is full of hairs everywhere? Now, can I still see him to be, oh, my dearest child, just removed from the womb? Now, so what do we say? We say to him, why don't you shave? Well, this child, we should have told him, boss, shave. It would have been making some noises. Now we have to tell him, go to shave, do this, do that, and few years he might get married and he will have his own children. Isn't it anyatha bhavi? Right? Now, if Patvi, Apo, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha has changed, why can't the Vinyan also change? It will change. So, do you have a fixed Vinyan, a fixed Chitta, or fixed mind? No. It depends on the experience. So, as a child, my son had one experience. As a boy, he had another experience. As a teenager, he had another experience. If you see this, then you see daily experience. In the morning, you have one experience. In the afternoon, you have another experience. In the evening, you have experience. In the night, you have another experience. So, 4 experiences minimum. Now, you cut the morning itself into various stages. Then you will have different experiences. Then you go minute by minute, you will have minute by minute experience. You go second by second, you get second by second experience. It depends on you how much you want to investigate. That is vipassana. It's up to a person to see how depth he wants to go. He can go for 1 year, meaning I will do 1 year of study. How I was 1 year ago. Fine, do it. You'll get something. No, 6 months, 6 months. Okay. 4 quarters. Okay. Every month. Okay. 2 weeks once. Okay. Every week. Okay, do every week. Every day. Do every day. Every half a day. Okay, half a day. No, every hour. Okay, do it. No, every minute. Please. Then you come to a stage, Venugopal. It becomes a frame. Just a frame. Just a frame means just a frame. Stilled frame. The consciousness arises and it just falls. And the next arises, next falls. Next arises, next fall. So you can go into 1 million or 1 trillion frames per second. Okay. And then you will see the anicca nature completely. Like just few weeks before COVID, I had this experience. Not I didn't get COVID. They were supposed to close the parks and everything here. So I had this experience. I was telling my friend, hey, you know what? Everything is falling away. And he was laughing at me. What is falling away? I'm not seeing anything falling away. So I was telling him, you are falling. Each body part is falling, and then next body is coming, and that is falling, and the next is coming, and that is falling. And that's how I saw it. It's a fact. I've seen it. And I was not meditating with my eyes closed. I was walking. I was not closing my eyes and doing all that. I was walking. And I was in a park. So it was a tremendous experience. And it shook me up. Oh, what am I seeing? Then I saw the trees. They're doing the same thing. Then I saw the park itself. The park is doing the same thing. It's just coming and going and joining and disjoining. And it was mind blowing for me. I was feeling I'm hallucinating. Then I'm looking everywhere and I'm seeing this and everything is falling apart. And holding on to that is dukkha. So now I understood what Buddha says as dukkha. You can't hold it. It's just coming, just stays for a very minute second, or you could say, at first on. And that's how you age, basically. When we say I'm aging, it's no aging there. It's a frame, it just falls, and the next frame is already there. It just connects like this, and it just connects like this. So that's the movement which is happening. Okay. There's anything fixed. In fact, on that day, I used to do this Vedanta class. So I sent, somebody did an experiment using a Coca-Cola bottle. Where he sent a 1 trillion light, that the speed of light, sorry, the light, the photons he fired. So 1 trillion. And how it brings to life, you can see it. So let's say the light is coming, it lights up, and here the darkness starts, lights up, and that wherever that moving, it brings to life, and wherever it is not, it dies. Right? I mean, he didn't explain this, but you can see it. So because I had just experienced that, I came and searched on the internet, and I got this YouTube video, which I sent it to everyone. Today I had this experience. And nobody understood my experience because it's something ungraspable. Okay. And if you read Chuladasa's Mind Illuminated, it is there as a frame. It's in the 8th or 9th stage where you can see it. It's there. Or somewhere, 7 or 8 or whatever that is, it's there. I'm 100% sure it's there. I think Shaniel can add that. It's there. So you will see it as a frame by frame. You will be shocked to see that. It's like you don't know what is happening. And that's the reason it is anicca, viparinami, anyatha bhavi, because this frame has come, it's fallen down. Like you can see it with your hands also. When I'm doing this hand gesture and I'm putting it down, it has become viparinami and it's become anyatha bhavi. But we are syncing, meaning syncing means we sync like a mobile sync. We sync the data. So what we see is a continuous movement, but it's not. It's arising, stop, arising, stop, arising, stop. Your walking is also, that's the reason it's like this, arising and stop and arising and stop like this. And even walking on the stairs. If you just make it like this and climb, which I asked Shaniel to do it at his home, it's an amazing experience. You just become a witness. There's no walker. Okay, and when the witness, you can find the body arising and passing away. And that gives you the bliss experience because you are not walking. The body which is walking. And you are making it walk. You are making it sit. You are making it stand. You are making it bend. You are making it talk. This experience will change your ditti view. And hence, you keep growing. So, the Kanka Vitarana Visuddhi, the coming out of doubt, happens because you get to see that there is no fixed person at all where you can say, this person, but there is a witness. That's true, but there's no person. Okay, and that helps. Yeah, go ahead, Venugopal. This is what is the process. You're on mute. You're talking, but you're on mute.
Sir, Yoniso Manasikara and Chintamaya Panya. So both are same or different?
Chintamaya and Yoniso Manasikara. Yoniso Manasikara has Chintamaya. It's not the same or different. When I say Manasikara, it is like in the Mulaka Sutta, which we already done. Kim Sambhava Sabbe Dhamma. Sabbe Dhamma means all Dhamma. It need not be Buddha Dhamma or that Dhamma, this Dhamma, all Dhamma. What is a Dhamma? Dhamma means nature. First thing you need to realize for every one of you is when we say Dhamma, it's the nature of things. So let's understand it in a better way. When a person is angry, he can never be at peace. Simple. Anger and peace are two extremes. If you are at peace, you cannot be angry. Because that's the nature. The nature of anger is to burn. The nature of peace is to make you cool. Coolness and warmth cannot be there at the same place. That's the Dhamma. So there are 5 niyamas. Again, don't forget this. First, Bija niyama. Okay. Then the seed. So when I sow the seed of anger in the consciousness, and when it comes out, it comes with fire. I can't do anything. And I can feel it start to sweat, or the eyes will become big, or ears, or whatever it is. And then I feel not okay. But can I become peaceful? Till that goes away, no peace can come. Okay. Let's say if I'm shouting, no peace can come. Even though I'm reading Buddha Dhamma. No, it has taken over. You have to wait. I have to wait for that to go down. And I can now plant peace in the consciousness. But when peace is there, I can't become angry or upset. This is its own nature. In the same way, if I have joy, I can't have sorrow. Or if I have sorrow, I can't have joy. They both don't go together. So the bija niyama, the seed of what I am putting, is manasikara. You understand? What seed to put is manasikara, sambhava, to make it possible. So if I am not choosing the right seed, I'll suffer. Now, confiding with Bobby and Shaniel is a good decision because I don't want to get into restlessness. Correct? That's the seed. So bija niyama. So I went and told, oh, this is what happened. And if you feel we had not spoken it completely, then I'm sorry. Done. I made a note also. Done. So I'm not putting the seed. If I put the seed, it has a problem. When it takes the next niyama, utu niyama. Utu means environment. The seed requires an environment to grow. Now, having told a lie, it starts to grow. Now, to safeguard that lie, I have to tell another lie. And then I have to tell another lie. Then I have to tell another lie, another lie, another lie to save this. If I had removed it from when it was just coming, if I had removed it, I didn't have to face this problem. So, utu niyama. Okay. Then it has its own dhamma, its quality, its nature. It will show up. So when I say lying or slandering or harusavacha, which is the harsh speech, and sampapalapa, it will show up as what? As turbulent. They make me feel remorse. Okay. In fact, there's a sutta in 10.1 where Buddha says, just remove the first one, the remaining things will fall. Okay, anyway, Utu Niyama. If I don't address Utu, if I don't address Dhamma, then comes in the Chitta. The mind will take over and then it will make Kamma. Kamma Niyama. If I had stopped at the Bija itself, it will not become Kamma. But have not stopped in Bija, gave the environment Utu. It showed its thing Dhamma. I could have stopped there. I didn't. It appeared in the Chitta. Now it has become Kamma. Okay. So basically, I need to have this knowledge. This, when I have the knowledge, then I can use the manasikara in yoniso. Otherwise, it is ayoniso, meaning I don't know what to do. I know I'm suffering, but I don't know why am I suffering. So then, what's the way of coming out of suffering is find a spiritual friend and confide. It's worth it. Whatever it can be, it's okay. You just vomit it out, it's fine. You are told about him only, it's fine. You're told about somebody else, it's fine. And make a in writing to yourself and see it every night. Oh, I did this. What it will do is it will bring in hiri, means moral shame. And ottappa is moral dread. I become a moral police to myself. So when I bring this, it cuts off what? Bija. If bija is not there, utu is not there. If utu is not there, then the dhamma is not there. If dhamma is not there, it doesn't appear in chitta. If chitta doesn't appear, it doesn't become kamma. So I have removed akusala kamma, right? Straightforward. When I do this, am I not done manana or chintamaya? So like that, I can use the manasikara in like this. Otherwise, you have phassa, vedana, chetana, sanya, chetana, manasikara. Manasikara is the witness, basically. These four people are totally escaping and making this guy as the witness. Right? The witness. He should have stopped. But he went with the phassa. and there was a Vedana, and then there was a Sanya, there was a Chetana. That's a problem. Chetana aham bhikkave kammam vadami. So that Chetana became the Kamma. Who will take this Kamma? This guy, Manasikar, is Nama. This whole thing is Nama. So what this Manasikara does now is to become Yoniso Manasikara, to show these four people, I will not allow you to do mistakes. Sorry. Okay? You have to take my permission. So the six senses have the same nature. All the six senses have same nature. What? To enjoy. So what this Mansikara does, I will tell you what to enjoy. That's the reason Buddha says, Manasikara sambhava sabbe dhamma. Kim sambhava sabbe dhamma. Manasikara sambhava sabbe dhamma. Kim samudaya sabbe dhamma. Phassa samudaya sabbe dhamma. Kim samosarana sabbe dhamma. Vedana samosarana sabbe dhamma. So we have covered this. I'm just bringing it up to make you clear that Manasikara, and which is Yoniso Manasikara, is part of, or Chintamaya is part of this Yoniso Manasikara or Manasikara itself. It can think, it can discern what should be done and what should not be done. And if you go through Dveda Vitakka Sutta, you will understand that Buddha splits it into two parts. One akusala, another one kusala. He questions why my thoughts are akushala. Then he puts these seven things. Is it giving me nibiddhaya, viragaya, nirodhaya, upasamaya, abhinyaya, sambodhaya, nibbana? In fact, I got through this whole Buddha Dhamma using this seven. Well, that's how I verify. Where have I reached? Should have got nibbidha, disillusionment, viraga, dispassion, nirodha, cessation, upasamaya, peaceful, abhinyaya, able to see it in a different way, sambodhaya, four noble truths, nibbanaya, you know what is nibbana, extinguishment. Okay, so basically for everything we do, we bring in the Yoniso Manasikara. For inside the Yoniso Manasikara is Chintamaya. So when we read a sutta, you have to bring it there and just put it there. Hey, Manasikara, work on this. It will work. It will come back. It might take some days or even months. Beyond that, completely beyond that, don't change. It works. Fine.
Sir, after that, Samma Sati and Appamada comes. These are also related to Yonisamanasikara, Samma Sati, and Appamada. What are the
Appamadena
differences?
sampadeta. Pramada means heedlessness. Simple as that. See, if you are in Yoniso Manasikara, like I said, first have you understood what is Manasikara, or you have not understood? I get a feeling that you have not understood what is Manasikara.
I think a little bit I understand, sir.
Manasikara means whatever you would like to do. Manasikara, kara is to do. Manas is mind. You want to do something. It can be brushing your teeth, going for a bath, wearing a dress, going out, coming in, to everything is Manasikara. You understand? That's the reason Sambhava, how it is possible. Manasikara Sambhava Sabbe Dhamma. Please refer to Anguttara Nikaya 10.58. Keep on reading it millions of times if you want. But get it. Okay? When you understand it's a Manasikara, that means you make up your mind. It's making up the mind. Manasikara means to make up the mind. So when you make up the mind, you make it in two dimensions. One which is good to you, one which is not good to you. What is not good to you, the result is immediate. Meaning, if I were to steal, that product comes to me immediately. I don't have to work towards it. That's the reason it's called ayoniso. I have not given a thought of the consequence of doing it. You understand? Just like what I just said in the morning about confession is I have thought about it. That's yoniso. If I don't think about it, it is ayoniso. So what? I might have said. It's ayoniso. But both are manasikara only. One which gives me instant, what I can say, instant high. So I might do all 10 akusala because it gives me instant high. Okay. And I'm doing kusala, which is the thoughtful, discretionary way, is because I don't want it now. I want to be doing it, which is legitimately, legally, morally, ethically good. Because I don't want to suffer. Basically, what I've done is I have made it into two parts. Part 1, part A, is which will increase suffering. Part B, which will take me out of suffering. Right? How did I make it? Same manasikara. If I go towards the left hand side, which is not properly thinking, it will increase my suffering in this life or the lives to come. Let's say when I meet Shaniel and Bobby and Merin and everybody in Australia, and if Merin opens his topic and she says, Vilasji was saying like this, did we discuss like this? And if Shaniel says we never did it, and it's an embarrassment, isn't it or not? Now that embarrassment is horrible. So what I do, I choose the Yoniso Manasikara to go and say, even though it might have been true, I might have misunderstood. Right? And that's it. It's most, like I said, it's most trivial. But why leave the trivial one also? Trivial means doesn't make any sense. So pamada, I'm not doing. I'm doing appamada. Got it? Here I could take, it's okay. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing pramada, heedless. I'm doing what I should be doing. I'm just saying this happened. Right? Now, if I'm not doing pramada, then I'm doing the yoniso manasikara. So, between day before yesterday and today, I have thought over it, right? That is chintamaya, right? It's chintamaya, thought over it. And I wanted him to join. And I wanted Bobby to join. So that this can be settled. It's not a main important thing, not at all. But why leave it? Clean it. Don't put anything in the mind, clean it. And that's what it means as yoniso manasikara. You see the consequence right now and close it rather than waiting it and thinking nothing is going to happen. What is a small thing? Nothing small, nothing big happens. Say, move forward. Speech. Normally, we break sila in speech. Normally. You have to keep on fixing it. See, we don't kill anyone. We don't steal. We don't do sexual misconduct. Right? Those three things we are not doing. The maximum thing we do is by speech. We might speak something more. That becomes sampapalapa. We might say, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I did this. that is when our Yoniso Manasikara will work. And when Yoniso Manasikara works, you get Hiri and Ottappa. Hiri is moral shame and Ottappa is moral dread. So you feel responsible. And I don't feel irresponsible now. I feel very responsible to answer to Merin and Bobby and Shaniel. That's it. I'm least bothered about consequence. I'm more interested in my consequence than what they're going to think or what's going to happen. I'm not bothered about that. I'm more interested in this portion which leads to Nibiddhaya, Viragaya, Nirodhaya, Upasamaya, Abhinyaya, Sambodhaya, Nibbana. These 7 things is part of Yoniso Manasikara. Got it?
Sir, what about Sammasati, sir?
What do you mean Sammasati? Sammasati comes as part of this. All
Oh,
Samma is
wonderful.
part of that only. Once you have a nice Manasikara, your Sammadhiti has happened because now you are able to see what is real and what is unreal. We just now spoke on Sammadhiti, Ditti Visuddhi. Then Samma Sankappo will happen. So Nekkhamma Sankappo, because you have seen everything is a frame. Abhyapada Sankappo, there is no point in getting upset. Abhihimsa Sankappo. Right? And if you've done that, then this is Panya side. Then you come to the Sila side. Samma Vacha, Samma Kammanto, Sammajivo. That is happening. And if you're doing that, come to the Samadhi portion of it, you require Sati. Sati is also one of the main faculty. Okay? Sati means awareness, or you call it as mindfulness, or you call it as memory, or you call it by remembrance, whatever. I remember not to do mistake. It's Sati. I remember to watch the breath. It's Sati. Like that. Then Samma Vayamo, Samma Sati, Samma Samadhi. These 3 are Samadhi. Anyway, we have 2 more minutes left.
Sir, overall, what I understand is the path is very gradual. Means
Always, always,
always.
always.
Uh, First, we have to accomplish Shila part. Along with Sutamaya, Chintamaya, and Bhavanamaya Panya, we have
Yes.
to maintain Shila, and also Ditti and purified
After
Chitta.
Sila, come to the Chitta. You have to establish at least 3 jhanas. At least, if not 8, no problem. You don't have to attempt 8. You should establish 3 jhanas. Savitakka Savichara, first jhana. Avitakka Avichara, second jhana. Sukha, third jhana. You need to have this, without which nothing is possible. You're just dreaming. Not going to work. Then you come to the third one, Ditti Visuddhi, where you can now go into investigation, which is Vipassana. And then the next follows. And that's the reason Buddha always keeps on saying, my teaching is gradual. Yeah, Shaniel, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
No problem. I just wanted to reiterate what Vilasji said and Venugopal said as well about Sila Visuddhi being so important. And even trivial things, like Vilasji said, it's really important to reflect on that and try to make it right by speaking to people or writing it down for yourself. And a big part of my practice, the initial stages, was about doing that. All of the disagreements, arguments I had in my life, the things that I wronged somebody, I spent the time to go and talk to these people and express my, remorse, apologize for those things. And as that happened more and more, my practice improved. So it's very important to, make sure your sila is stainless, as Vilasji said, because then your practice can develop and then you can focus on chitta visuddhi.
Yeah. And one last thing before we go. Those who are married, never fight with your spouses. that's going to be a messy situation in your life, because it will never make you move forward. Neither that person will move forward nor you will move forward. You'll keep on having disagreements forever. Okay. Either you make agreement or you leave. You leave that person, you say, okay, now I want to go on Dhamma side, I'm leaving you and I'm done with it. Done. I'm not talking about a specific individual, I'm saying in common. So don't take it as I'm telling to this person and that person. It's in common. If you have marital fights or disagreement or anger, pride, this, that, and so many things, then just separate. There's no point in continuing with this, because you'll getting the same thing in the next life. You'll get the same kind of spouse because you love it. Either you go away or you mend it. You both sit together, mend it. Meaning say that leave your egos, agree to it, move forward. Don't keep egos and start Buddha Dhamma. It's not going to work. Never, because you are literally not doing Sila. You are using Parusavacha, Pisunavacha, Sampapalapa, and this Musavada. Then you are having Vyapada. It's going to be nothing you are going to gain out of this. You are not going to have anything. No matter where you go, how many people you meet, or how many bhantes you are going to meet in life, it's not going to work. Either you mend ways, meaning you come together, speak, close it, and work forward. Yes, Shenil, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to give an example from my personal experience. I'm divorced, and I had a lot of friction with my ex-wife, and we did separate. But the thing I realized is, even if you separate, it's not going to solve the problem. You still need to, within your heart, forgive that other person.
Yes, exactly.
And try to mend whatever's there. Whether you're together or you're not, you still have to do that work to clean that up. So, just
so
wanted to share.
better both of you apologize to each other. That's the best system. I brought this up I know I've spoken to Shaniel, but it's not, might not be the exact words. So I'm confiding, I'm confessing that I might have misunderstood or missaid or misrepresented. I'm sorry, but we do it often with our spouses, with our partners. Come together and apologize to each other. There's no problem in doing so. You just hug each other and say sorry. And that's it. Don't work like this and think Buddha is going to do something to you. It's never going to work out. Never. You do whatever, it never works out. Be careful, especially those who are married and divorced in their mind. You are married, either you divorce completely by forgiving that person, or you mend your ways, come together and solve your marital issues. You just can't go somewhere and think it's going to work. It's not going to work. Like what Shaniel said is right. Even though they separated physically, mentally they are connected. So nothing can be done. Like Aryu is also divorced with his wife, his ex-wife. They go together. Now they're friends. Fine, that's good. It's good. She's getting another friend or whatever. So they're all together, they're enjoying their life. Fine. But that doesn't make Aryu feel upset, or it doesn't make him feel guilty. So don't blame your spouse, your husband or wife. It's your problem. Either you separate and forgive each other and separate. Don't just separate. Forgive each other. Hug yourself, hug your husband or wife. Okay, ask for forgiveness and leave. Or ask for forgiveness and stay together. Both are good. But do that. It's never going to work. I'm taking this Ratha Vinaya Sutta because of that reason. Without Sila Visuddhi, you just can't proceed a single step further. Never. So either you go together, like I and my wife, we both are together. No difference of opinions. If she does something, she'll tell me, I do something, I tell her, and that's it. Like what I did with Shaniel now and Bobby, and the same thing. Okay? Pure. Be pure. Be pure. Don't be impure. And try to see that, oh, Buddha Dhamma is going to do something to me. No. Any other Dhamma will do it. Buddha Dhamma is just not going to work out. Doesn't matter. Anyway, sorry for taking another 6 minutes of yours.
That was very valuable, the last two. Thank you so much.
Yep. So let's end for today and meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
Thiruvan sir.
Bye. Everyone-
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Theravan Sanai. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
1 minute.